All right, let's see. Let's see, audio comes through. All right, we're in business. Okay, so today we got a deal. Let's see if I can pull this up to you. 24035 Noble Darcy Lane in Katy, Texas 77493. This is a sub 2 hybrid deal, which means that we are selling or we're buying the property subject to the existing financing that we would be taking over the payments on. And then the second portion of the deal, there is a seller financing piece. And that's usually the equity portion that the seller has. And usually why someone will sell this on is for this price is usually because they want to sell it for the top price or as high of a price as possible. So this property looks pretty turnkey for the most part. Maybe you want to take care of the carpet, but for the most part, it looks pretty good shape. Like you can probably rent it out pretty easily. Okay, 1900. Let's get some more details here. So purchase price 330 grand. What county is this in? Let's see. Harris County. All right. So the second thing I want to do is I want to get the rents now. If you Google HUD FMR, you'll be able to get the fair market rents here. And on this page, you're going to be able to figure out where the small area FMRs is. Click on access small area FMR. Click on FY 2024 FMR. Go to Texas. We can go to Harris. Now you're going to get the zip code 77493, 77493, and now you're going to get the rent ceiling by bedroom count by zip code. And you're going to see right here that the rent ceiling here is about $23.40 for a 3-bedroom. $23.40. And the 4-bed is actually $3,000. That's actually a really, really big jump. So I'm going to write that one down just in case there is a alternative option. 77493 for us to turn this into a 4-bed. 77493. 3-bed. And that's a 4-bed. Just update this. My partners already know pretty well how to analyze deals. So when I write down all these numbers, they kind of know exactly where they come from. So hence why I'm doing this with all of you guys on this page. Now, this property, let's plug in the address. All right, that means I should be able to get $2,400 for this. $2,295, 2142, and then $1,955. Now I'm going to get the rents for 4-bedroom at the same time because I saw how much lift there was in FMR, but does that translate to the market? Let's take a quick look at this. 2906, that's a big lift. 2906. All right, let's break down these numbers. 2041, 2689, 2407. All right. Now that I got those numbers in, I want to get the rest of my deal details in there. So where's my... Let's get in these numbers in here. So I'm going to write these numbers in here. 330,000, 330,000. This property was relatively turnkey. I don't think I needed to paint much, but I think there was some carpeting. So I'm going to assume that maybe I got $1,500 for the roof. I got $500 to make sure the landscaping stays nice on the outside. I don't assume I need to repaint much, but this property was how much square feet? $1,788. So I'm gonna assume I probably only need to do a third of the house needs to be repainted. And then for the home, I'm gonna do 1,780 divided by 4. I'm assuming only 25% of the home needs new flooring. So it's gonna be relatively low rehab just based on the photos I saw really quick. So it's about 8,800. Not much. That's not much at all. It's probably gonna be lower than that, but it doesn't hurt to leave aside some money, right? Now, for my 3-bedroom, if I rent it out as 2,400, let's get my numbers in here, okay? Now, the property is a $24,000 cash to seller and $10,000 assignment fee. $24,000 and $10,000 assignment fee. Put that right into the entry fee, which is the price you need to make this a deal. $1,539. Okay, $1,539. And let's plug in the deal details here for the loan. So it's $185,536. $185,536. And this is a conventional at 3.75%. 3.75%. 4/152. So 4/122 is going to be the origination date because I'm doing 30 years before that. And there's a solar loan here for $56,000. So I'm gonna write that one down. 56,000. 475 at 3 points. There's no interest over that. So I'm gonna put in the second loan. So this is the hybrid portion now, right? This is for the equity portion of the deal. Using the equity portion of this deal, let's go ahead and plug this number in. 54,386. 54,386. 2% interest rate. 30-year term. 10-year balloon. Yeah. Okay. All these numbers are in. Seller care only. So this has to be paid off in 10 years. That's what a 10-year balloon means. Okay, now that we got all these numbers in, let's see what we can do here. Oh, make sure it's still streaming. 1 second. Sorry guys, I'm traveling into a new spot, so let me see if I can actually see the chats in here going on. All right, so now that I got all these details in there, let's go ahead and see how it flows out on the transaction details wise. So 2,400. I'm going to plug in the total payment. The total payment was going to be $2,077. So I'm going to do equals in the property tax now. $2,077 minus the sub 2 principal portion, minus the 557 interest portion, minus the principal portion of the sub 2. I'm the seller finance fees minus the interest portion. So that's going to equals to all my certain number right now. Okay. Now that gives me my total number. I want to add extra probably like $50 of insurance for this property just because Texas insurance is continuing to go up every single year. I'm going to have 10% for my maintenance. I got $0 for my HOA. I got 10% for my property management. I got 5% for my vacancy. All of this results in a approximately loss of $327, which isn't that bad, all things considering. But this is still not a deal for me because if you assume you rent out for $2,400, because that's the market rate, chances are it was going to be lower if you do rent on Section 8. I just did market rate because we already had the number in there, and this is probably the better exit anyways instead of just doing Section 8. Now, you will be losing $327 on this deal, and that's a negative 7.7% return on the money. And the purchase price is $330,000 based on this scenario. 330,000, and the rehab was about $8,000. $8,800. Okay. So now you had all these numbers in there. The second scenario that you could have done was, well, what if I turn this into a 4-bedroom and I was able to get $2,900 for rent, right? Even you got $2,900 in rent, you would be a positive cash flow, but that still wouldn't be a deal. And we haven't even updated the total number of expenses that will cost to renovate the property and add a garage. Maybe let's call it like $20,000 to convert the garage. Well, you're not really making much you're not even making more than 1% on that money. So would it be smarter to turn this into 4-bedroom? The answer would be yes. Now, if this is a scenario where your strategy is to hold a deal forever, but maybe you only look for areas where you're breaking even, but you are betting on appreciation to make most of your money, that certainly can happen. And that might be what makes this a deal for you. Again, this is not investment advice. I'm not soliciting any investments, but this is how the thought process will go about it, right? Now that you found like, hey, if I turn this into a 4-bedroom, maybe I can force enough value into the property because it's now going to be looked at as a 4-bedroom with additional living square footage, but you do lose a garage, right? So don't forget about that side. And now you can get a higher rent at $2,900, which is what we saw from the market rents. However, after you deduct all expenses, you're not really working much or making much. Now, maybe you sell in 5 years because it appreciates so much and you didn't have to pay out any maintenance. Sure, that could definitely work, but that's your own personal risk tolerance. That's your own thought process behind it, because of the 4-bedroom at $2,900, you're only making $48 a month. And that's 0.8% return. So if you know this market in Katy, Texas, and I don't really know much about it, and you're really confident in it going up because of maybe population growth, etc., then maybe that's a deal for you. But for me, it's not. But at least we found a deal where when we got creative by adding an extra bedroom and we saw that the rents for the additional bedroom was higher, well, then now all of a sudden you might possibly have a deal and you might possibly be interested in something like a deal like this because you know the area very well. It might be a high appreciation market. I don't know anything about Katy. It's not my backyard. So that's something for you to figure out, for you to understand much better on your own. So that's it. That's why we do this. If you guys want a copy of the spreadsheet, you guys can go to affordablehousing.io, affordablehousing.io, not .com. When you go to the website, you can go to click Get Deal Analysis Tool, and you'll be able to submit your information, and then my team will automatically send it out to you. We try to automate the process because a lot of people were asking for it. Again, I didn't make the spreadsheet on my own. I got it from other people, a few other people. I modified it, tweaked it, and made it my own so that we can underwrite these deals in a lot faster manner and get these deals up and running. And most importantly, help us stay consistent with analyzing deals every single day. And that's why we do this, right? That is why we do this every single day, so that we can all get better together as a group. And there's no excuses, right? There's always going to be a reason for you not to go live, for you to not analyze a deal. But just remember, all it takes is just 18 minutes a day. For 18 minutes a day, you'll be better at analyzing deals than 95% of America if you do it for a year. So, oh, that's amazing, Dante. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. And Eric, I appreciate you jumping on the live. Thank you, guys. I'm traveling in Boston. If any of you guys are ever in Boston, let me know. Hit me up on the DMs. I want to meet up with people in the community. I'm so glad people are doing this every day. I'm so glad you guys are practicing first and foremost. That's amazing. Thank you so much for caring about affordable housing, guys. If it wasn't for all of you guys, I would have never had the home I grew up in. So thank you so much. Thanks for staying consistent with me. Thanks for keeping me accountable. Thanks for making me stay motivated every single day with these kind words and these kind comments. Thank you so much, guys. It means so much to me. You might not even know. So I appreciate you all so much. I'll be here. DM me you guys have any questions. And I'll be back here tomorrow for day 250. Let's do this, guys.